Hi students, welcome you all again on a session of YouTube. Children, today we'll be starting with the second chapter of science. Okay, and the second chapter of science is periodic classification of elements. Okay. Now, what are elements? You all know that you have studied in the last standard 9th, that elements are substances which are made up of only one kind of an atom. So, elements are substances which are made up of only one kind of atom. And in this chapter, we'll be learning about the classification of elements. Children, in today's scientific world, there are 118 elements which are known. How many elements? There are 118 elements which are known. There are 118 elements which are known to the scientific world. But around in year 1800, there were only 30 elements known. In year 1800, there were only 13 elements that were known, and many more number of elements were discovered in the course of time. So what happened was, the scientists, they got to know more and more information about the properties of these elements. So the number of elements kept on increasing, and even the information about the properties of these elements, the information about the properties of these elements, the properties of these elements also increased. So the number of elements were also found, they were also discovered, new elements were discovered. Around 1800 BC, there were only 30 elements known. The number of elements started increasing as new elements were discovered. Moreover, the information about the properties of those elements were also known. So what happened was, the scientists, they found it very difficult to study these elements. So to ease the study of such a large number of elements, what the scientists they did was, they started classifying these elements. What they did? They started classifying these elements. You got, children? So elements are substances which are made up of only one kind of atom. Earlier, now in the present scientific world, there are 118 elements which are known to us. But around in year 1800, there were only 30 elements that were known. But what happened? As time went on, the number of elements kept on increasing as new elements were discovered. And due to the increasing number of elements, the properties of those elements, the information about the properties of those elements were also found and was studied by the scientists. As the number of elements increased, as the information about the properties of these elements increased, the scientists found it very difficult to study these elements. So to ease the study of these elements, what came into the classification of elements came into. Getting, children? Now what happened was, these elements were initially classified into groups. They were classified into groups called as metals and non-metals. These elements were classified into groups called as metals and non-metals. And later what happened was, another class of elements were found which were called as metalloids. Okay, children? So in your standard 10th itself, there is a chapter wherein you will be studying all the properties of metals and non-metals. Now what are metalloids? Metalloids are metalloids are elements which have both the properties of metals and non-metals. Okay, so what are metalloids? Metalloids are elements which have both the properties of metals and non-metals. But as the knowledge about the elements and their property went on increasing, different scientists started to find out different methods of classification. Okay, so as the information about the elements kept on increasing, different scientists what they did, they brought about different methods of classification. Among those, we'll be learning about the first scientist, okay, who classified these elements, and the name of the scientist was Dobrenier. What was the name of the scientist? The name of the scientist was Dobrenier. Dobrenier, he was a German scientist. Dobrenier was a German scientist, and in year 1817, what he did was he suggested that the properties of elements, they are related to their atomic mass. They are related to what? The atomic mass. So what he did was he formed a group of 3 elements. What Dobrenier did? He formed a group of 3 elements, and he called these group of 3 elements as triads. What he called these group of 3 elements as? Triads. And he arranged these 3 elements in the increasing order of their atomic mass. And to his surprise, you know what he found? He found that the atomic mass of the middle element was approximately equal to the atomic mass of the other, was equal to what? The average atomic mass. Okay, or you can say the mean atomic mass of the other 2 elements. Okay children, you got what Dobrenier did? He was a German scientist. In year 1817, he suggested that the property of these elements were related to the atomic mass. Okay, so Dobrenier ने क्या किया था? He formed a group of 3 elements, and he called those elements as triads. And then what he did? He arranged these elements in the increasing order of their atomic mass. And to his surprise, he found that the atomic mass of the middle element was approximately equal to the average atomic mass of the other 2 elements. We'll be looking at some of the examples of Dobrenier's triads, in which, say, example number 1 is the triad is lithium, sodium and potassium. So I told you children, according to Dobrenier's law of triad, the atomic mass of the middle element was approximately equal to the arithmetic mean of other 2, right? Say the atomic mass of sodium, middle element sodium, is equals to 23. Okay, say the atomic mass of lithium is 6.9, and say the atomic mass of potassium is 39.1. So now the middle element is sodium. See now the mean of the last 2 elements, lithium and potassium, will be equals to how much? It will be equals to 6.9 plus 39.1 divided by 2, and this is nothing but, if you will calculate it, so this amounts to how much? This is 1 and then 646.0 divided by 2, that is nothing but 23, and 23 is nothing but what? It is equals, 23 is nothing but the atomic mass of sodium. So here the Daubernia's law of triad is verified, that is, the atomic mass of the middle element sodium is equal to what? The arithmetic mean. It is equal to the arithmetic mean of the other two elements. Okay children, this is one of the example. You need to write these examples in your exams, right? So say I'll give you one more this example. Example number 2. Example number 2 is the triad is calcium, strontium and barium. The atomic mass of calcium is 40.1. The atomic mass of strontium is 87.6, the actual atomic mass, and then the atomic mass of barium is 137.3. So let's calculate. See the arithmetic mean, yeah, you can call the mean of atomic mass of calcium and barium will be equals to what? Calcium is 40.1 plus barium is 137.3 divided by 2. So this gives you how much? This gives you 4 here and then 7 177.4 divided by 2, and 177.4 divided by 8, 2 8s are 16, 2 8s are 16, and then you have 2 7s are 14. It amounts to 88.7. That is, see children, the atomic mass of strontium is 87.6. That means it's approximately equal to what? The atomic mass of strontium, the middle element. Getting? So even here the Daubernia's law of triad is verified. Okay, now so in your exams children, there will be a question which will be asked. The question will be, write a note on Daubernia's law of triads. So this is the question and the answer you will be writing it down. The second question on the topic that we learned today was define element. So what is define element? Element are substances which are made up of only one type of atom. Elements are classified into metals, non-metals and metalloids. Third, you will be learning what are define metalloids. So how do you define metalloids? Metalloids are elements which have both the properties of metals and non-metals. Okay. Then question number 4 that you will write down is, what are the types of matter? What are the types of matter? The types of matter are, what are the types of matter? The types of matter are element, compounds and mixture. The three types of matter are elements, compounds and mixture. Now define element के साथ you have one question. State their types. Now question number 5 can be asked, what are the states of matter? So you all know types of matter is different, states of matter is different. States of matter is solid, liquid and gases. One more you have which is called as plasma. Question number 6. What is the smallest particles of what are the smallest particle of matter called? So what are the smallest particles of matter called? Obviously atom. Then 7, question will be define atom. So what is an atom? Atom is the smallest indivisible particle of an element. Okay children, so these are the questions which you need to note it down in your notebook today.